Welcome, Misfits. We are halfway through the week, and so you know what that means. It's time for a midweek message. Roll the intro. One of the things that reminds us of our own humanity are the emotions that we feel. Strong emotions, in particular, remind us that we are alive and that we have feelings, right, that we cannot ignore. When we are betrayed, we feel sad. When we are wronged, we get angry. When something is accomplished, we celebrate with joy. To be sure, emotions are the bedrock upon which humanity is built and upon which we thrive as individuals. It is how we make our meaning in the world. And I'd go so far to say that emotions in many ways reflect the presence of a soul, or whatever it is you want to call it, right? That part of us, the holistic part that is not simply biological or intellectual or philosophical. It's not just what lives within us, but is a part of us that connects us to something greater. And it's why emotions play such a huge role in our lives. But too often we are brought up trying to repress our emotions, being told that they're not normal or appropriate. In our gendered culture that we live in, young boys are taught that men aren't supposed to cry, right? Or that women aren't supposed to get angry. Or that things like passion or lust even aren't perfectly normal, aren't just classic hormonal reactions that we have biologically. The point is, we spend so much of our lives trying to repress what we feel that unfortunately they tend to find other outlets that are far less healthy. Anger can manifest itself as pent-up rage, which can escalate easily into violence. Passion, if denied, if repressed, can manifest itself in dangerous outbursts, even sadness. If it is not acknowledged in some way, it can pass the point of depression and move into the realm of despair. It's why it is so important for us to be upfront and honest with what we feel. That we shouldn't bury them away out of some sort of ill-guided attempt to appease the expectations that society has placed upon us. Truly, there's a time and place to express everything that we feel in life, including things like anger. For me, this is such an important discussion because an emotion like anger has become so stigmatized, and it is always seen in such a negative light. Right? To be sure, when unchecked, anger can cause great damage, but being angry in itself is not a bad thing. In fact, we must remember that anger can be justified, it can be righteous, and in fact, it can be a necessary part of the healing process, especially for people on the journey of spiritual growth. That's why later this weekend we're going to be looking at the role that righteous anger can play in our lives. And we're going to use Jesus of Nazareth as an example. As an example of someone who, yes, indeed, had moments of righteous anger. In the face of injustice, sometimes the only response is to get angry. And we're going to see that that is exactly what Jesus himself would do. So make sure to join us Saturday as we take a closer look at the one thing that got under Jesus' skin more than anything else. And unfortunately, it remains the biggest problem in our society today. Write a comment below if you think you know what that might be. So until this weekend, until next time, Amen. Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you'd like, we'd encourage you to subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when the next video comes out. Check our video of the week to take a look at something that you can reflect upon. Check out our Facebook page, check out the other links below as a way of staying engaged in the community. Until next time, take care of yourselves.